what has God gifted you? How do you connect with people? And so you learn, okay, I now have a vehicle. I now have a avenue on how to share this message. And last night we asked you the question to share, who do you want to share a message with? Who is it? If God made you a secret agent to share his love with me. Now, I separated more or less into different categories. First one, it's a little bit heartbreaking, but the person wants to have hope. They want to share God's love with their marriage. Think about that. They didn't say their spouse. Normally we would say, okay, who do I want to share God's love with? I don't know if there's more behind this. But all of us can identify in one way or another within our own marriages, within our own relationships. Not only does the other person need God's message, our mission will become my commitment. Then another one, typical, my children. This is probably the number one that we have. My children, others were friends and families, my siblings. And though they weren't supposed to be named, I'm not going to read that name. Someone did put the name of an individual. And you can think of those names, those individuals that are there. And tonight's question and for tomorrow, the question is, I'm trying to remember the question. What did I? Maybe I need to go back into the box and read it there. No, here's the question. Before you became a Christian, or maybe you grew up in the church, but before you made it yours, what was something that you believed about Christians or Christianity that you have found out to be not true? What is something that you used to believe about Christians or Christianity that you now know to be not true? So I look forward to seeing those answers and reading some of those with you. Now tonight we have with us our Ministries coordinator, Pastor Gerald Monastiel. Now look at him. I mean, he's walking in like a superhero. I mean, like a superstar. So I'm glad. Now, I'm glad that I don't just get to call him a fellow pastor, but I get to know him as a fellow friend. And he's a fellow friend to all of us. How many years have you worked in this conference, Pastor?
I came here in June 2014. That was my first meeting.
All right, so about 12 years. 12 years.
12 years, well, not bad. Great.
And you've been... How many churches did you start off with?
Well, I was assigned to a small group in Jerome, and then we planned Twin Falls, we planned Idaho Falls, and not planned because there was a couple members in Haber, and now they are district. So basically, I planned that district.
All right. Now, at some point, you had every Hispanic church.
Oh yeah. You remember the lovely season named COVID-19? Okay, I was the pastor for the whole 8 congregation for 2 years. It was fun. I was getting bored.
I'm just kidding. Now we got to move on because as much as they'd like to hear more about that story, one of the things about the Hispanic sector of our churches, they represent when I first got here, about 8-point-something% of the overall membership. We're now close to 11%. And throughout the history now, these last few years, baptisms year by year, the Hispanic churches have represented between 20 and 30% every year of kingdom growth. Amen. This year, now I've been pushing him a little bit for a certain number of kingdom growth. That's been that 4.
want to finish a whole year 100 new members.
Now I want you to think, our largest ever has been 64. All right, so this, with the help of the union conference and financial support, you decided to do an evangelistic blitz. All right, I want you to describe to them what that is. You're planning with your fellow pastors in the Hispanic churches. Explain to them what this evangelistic blitz was.